What's up, guys? So a couple weeks ago, I got a DM. A guy named Oscar reached out to me, and he said he'd been following my work for years, and he wanted to help out on a shoot. He wasn't asking for money. He wasn't asking for exposure. He just wanted to learn. And I ain't gonna lie, that stopped me. I never met this guy before, but somehow he wants to work with me. So I gave him a shot.
Sure, behind the scenes.
Makes you stand out from, having all this experience. Journey from starting something, it's important to have something come to the lobby, even in the hall, and no space is there.
Whole day I kept wondering, what would make someone want to volunteer their time to help someone they've never met before? So I had to talk to my boy. Check this out.
Was there a certain video you seen?
Nah, not specifically, bro. The gram, I seen your work, and that was same category area I'm trying to get into, and Instagram, like I said, from Instagram to
Bigger than a stick.
Is there any YouTube video that stand out?
Yeah, it's dope. They torched it right at the table, so that was the cool.
I would probably say, I think one that I remember that really was like yo, I can relate, was the systems. Like building systems, you saying that you used to be editing all night here at this time, until you grew and you were scaling from building systems, having these where you shot it and you put a little bit together and then you finished it up on certain days, and then I was just yeah, bro, that made so much more sense because I was burning myself out too, shooting and wanting to edit but not editing and then delaying it and then
and you forget about it.
Yeah, and then or actually doing it, and then I had one just probably 2 weeks ago where I shot it and I did it that same night and knocked it out that same night, but I stood up all night, and and there's gonna be projects like that too, bro, but you can't bring yourself out, that's all.
Alright, so a couple things there. That was a shock to me to hear that the video that stood out to him was about systems. Cause I don't know, so even I get caught in my own head, right? When, you post something about your work, that gets 0 likes. You post a lifestyle dump, that gets 1,000 likes. It was great to hear him say actually what caught my eye was where you talked about systems and how that was able to grow your business. That was very reaffirming. And honestly, I was surprised to hear him say that. The second thing that I got out of that too was people consuming you on multi-platforms, right? He said he saw me through Instagram first, but he also was watching my YouTube videos. So just being aware of he was watching me through 2 platforms. I thought that was pretty cool.
You getting me to understand more so the storytelling. I see a lot of people and I see a lot of different things and how people shoot different things, B-roll and catching different things and just for the eye and transition and stuff like that, but you explain storytelling and how to create a story before you even shoot, you know what I'm saying? What you're looking for, what you want to catch. And then the other thing that I love too was you go in that direction of school and then you throwing that whole thing to the side and go after what you want to do, and I'm just that person too, bro.
He saw himself in my journey, right? Just by what I shared and what I was vulnerable with. So he respected that, and it makes someone want to take action more because they can see someone oh wow, he's just like me. If he can do it, I can do it too.
I remember when I first seen you do that video where you created the sounds of the track with the mic on the floor. I see that. But then to see you do a commercial with Nike and then you put that together and be I shot this, and then it caught their attention, and this how this happened. I was just bro, I seen that when it first happened. Then to see you do that, I'm damn, bro, it's crazy, it's crazy, and it just goes to show, bro, if you you do what you love, and great, what you want to see, and what other people might want to see, and for others too, it's gonna catch their eye regardless. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, it was good to see that. It was just beautiful to see that, bro.
He literally watched a storyline. This is why I always say, don't post your work, post you working. He literally saw my behind the scenes where I was making my own sound effects, someone running in place, but I had the mic to the ground. So I was getting his footsteps and I incorporated that in the final film later on. But when I posted BTS, he tapped in and then he saw the full film come out And then he saw it get recognized by Nike. So he was following that whole journey. That is what he remembered. This is powerful personal branding, seriously. Just like, look at my face. Like, I'm just like, wow, I can't believe this is happening.
And that was a thing for me too, bro. I'm like, yo, like, create your own sound, like do the mic, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was dope. That was dope, bro. That was dope. That was dope. I didn't even really think about that until then.
Double whammy. By me posting my work, not only did he see the storyline progression, he also learned a new skill that he can implement in his work. So not only did I entertain him through seeing the whole process, I actually informed him as well. So I hit both pillars, that education and the entertainment. This is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting it to a good, like, for the, like, you know, other people, like, you know, they see it, like, yo, that joint fire, but like, that joint okay, like, to me, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I know, like, where I actually want to take it, and it'll have people mind blown probably, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I would say that.
Yeah, but that comes from repetition.
Yeah, I've heard
because
that.
all getting better is you developing better taste or better judgment. So when you do projects over and over again, over time you get a better judgment of how things should look. Right. It's something that you train over time. You don't automatically or in a short span increase your judgment. Your judgment, your taste, your certain style and twist, it gets developed. And the only way it gets developed is by repetition, doing things over and over again, doing projects over and over, doing the same category of projects, like doing 100 football videos, right? That's when by 101 football edit, you're gonna have things that like you naturally like or naturally lean into, or naturally have an eye for. And then just looking at other shit that inspire you, that drive you, and saying to yourself, how can I take principles of what they're doing and incorporate it into my style?
His problem was, I'm making edits, but like they're not at the level that I want it to be. Clients are cool with it, but I know I could be better. There's room to grow. Every creative experience is this. You're gonna get better. Like, there's no way about it. Based off your 1,000 edits prior, you're gonna know these certain things that make it almost automatic for your mind. That's how you develop the skill. It's not really an overnight thing. You have to do it through repetition. And from that repetition, you gain a better sense of judgment. You gain a better sense of taste.
Don't ever believe anyone that says, oh, that was my idea. Like, you stole my idea. You stole my idea. Bro, everybody steals ideas. That's what creativity is. You steal other people's ideas, but you put it through your own filter, through your own perspective.
So I know this one's a controversial one, but I stand 10 toes on this. So when you are trying to get better at your craft, it is advised that you look at people who are leading in your industry. You look at inspiration that speak to you, that speak to your essence and what you like, and you find out ways to blend those into your work. That's literally how you create a incredible product, no matter what industry you're in.
We should have the foresight to understand everything. This building it was inspired by something. You know what I'm saying? They had things that they had derived from.
Even where they placed it too. Even where they decided to come here, like.
Exactly. So always look at other inspirations and extract principles from that.
What it like?
And then put it into your own process.
First off of this.
Good.
I actually did have a question though about
Before those.
my pages, like,
So it's like
cause I see what you do and like what you know how they say like kind of like when you're picking up the camera and you want to shoot and you have a page, make sure that you kind of make it like your niche, like your page like your niche, like you attract a certain audience and crowd. So like I got 2 pages. I got a sports page and then I got an actual like picture page where I want to take regular pictures from lifestyle to like prom and graduation and stuff like that. But I'm also thinking about making a production page where I want it to be stuff like this, documentary wise, or Africa, I'll post on there, or all like or even like branding when people were like event, like I captured an event and made something. I want that to be a production. Like, what was your thoughts on that?
Yeah. You sound like someone that has a lot of ideas and has a lot of interest. So I would recommend scratch that and build a personal brand. And then they bring personal brand around you, around your interests, and then make those things that you talk about part of your personal brand. Literally, make you the center. You being Oscar, you being, you grew up in Nigeria, grew up in Philadelphia, you being, this is what I'm doing, your journey. Kind of similar to what I'm doing. Then we take people on your journey. And then it also depends on your goal. Like, what's your goal with all that, having these different pages?
I mean,
like, do you want to build a company? Do you want to build a brand?
Honestly, for like the sports, like I said, I was playing sports, so that's just something I love, and like I have so many people around me that play sports, so it's like it's a way of me giving back and being there for them. Like I have little nieces and nephews, girl running around playing basketball, so I'll eventually want to be there for her games, capturing her into high school, and eventually moving on. And
what's your goal for that? Is that just a passion thing?
That's just like a passion, I guess, and being there for others like that I love. That I just want to capture their journey too. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's awesome, and that's a powerful message.
Yeah,
that's a powerful message. Wanting that drive to want to show up for other people, right? But that's why I lean into like that should be part of your personal brand, who you are, because there's a lot of people who also feel that way, who also feel like, oh, I want to show up for others, or I just want to give back, right? And I think that's best absorbed through a personal brand, through like I'm following this person, and this is one of his traits. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I want you to explain a little bit more, just more so as the personal brand, because like you said, like helping people, like of course, like I said, the media page will be all sports, and then me helping people will be capturing their journey. Like I got people that's in the league or that's about to go to the league, and I want to be able to do a documentary of them, like of their pro day until like they get draft day, and then them moving on, or people that's already in the league and their first year and stuff like that, catching little things like that. And that's from a media page. But then I also got, like I said, the production page. I wanted to be more so Africa, or like nonprofit, like things that's happening in Africa, and still catching people that got their events down here and they nonprofit and stuff like that. That's what. So I wanted that to be separate from.
So before y'all see my answer, Oscar is like a lot of you, super ambitious, super passionate, want to do a lot of different things, multifaceted in that way. I understand exactly that drive and that passion. I think the best use of your time is to create your online presence in a way that highlights your product and services, but they're following a person. They're a part of a journey. They're a part of something bigger than what you provide.
Do you want to make money from this?
Yeah.
Did you go in it? That's it.
I will probably naturally make money from that. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that like I'm going to make money. Like it's just something that I want to do.
I would focus a lot of attention on building Oscar, building like people loving and being attracted to Oscar. Why do I love it and attracted to Oscar? Because Oscar is an aspiring creative. Oscar comes from a football background. Oscar is Nigerian. Oscar understands me and my struggle. Oscar, is a nursing school. Talk to those people who appreciate those things individually in your content, right? That's where like good content ideas come from. And I think naturally, once you get people that support you in those things, they're just gonna like you for who you are. Like it's just something that you can always pivot and leverage any way you switch it up. People do work with people they know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm. Right? So social media and content is a great way to establish some type of likeness or establish some type of trust based off your branding, based off what you post, based off how you position yourself, right? Sometimes that's the first digital footprint you get with somebody. When you go out, people be like, either, yo, can I have her number or can I have her Instagram? Right? Like, so we move into that type of digital era where your presence online does matter. What people see when they hit your website, when they hit your Instagram, that first impression matters. You feel me? Sometimes you only get 2 seconds to capture somebody. So you want to make sure those 2 seconds are valuable. Those 2 seconds are a high touch point. You feel me? So that's why I believe content, storytelling, branding, marketing, they're all super important. And they're all things that over time are going to get increasingly important. You feel me? So I would focus on building a personal brand, be more comfortable in front of the camera, sharing your stories, posting more behind the scenes like this, sharing the journey. Because the same way I touch you, you also have a story in which people are inspired by you, right? You just have to unlock that for yourself and give yourself permission to like tell stories and be vulnerable in front of the camera, right? Because that's part of it too. I feel like sometimes we feel like our life isn't interesting, or people don't look up to us, or people are like, nah, like I don't have anything worth capturing. But that's not true.
Right.
Everyone has something worth capturing, even the most mundane person. You know, there's someone else living out the street that wants to be like you. Right? So everyone has a story to tell. It's just about giving yourself permission, being vulnerable, just experiencing life and then like living life intentionally too. Because there's a lot of things that happen in everyday life that we might miss over. That are subconscious. We never really think about it. So it's about also living intentionally and like noticing things. Like, even like for me to have the foresight, like, wow, like someone has met me from online.
Right.
I want to record this because this is like evergreen. This is like, this is content right now. You feel me? What we're doing, what we're talking about, and it's just a raw conversation. But I've built that judgment over time to like have that foresight to think ahead. So that's all it is. It's like you do it enough, now like shit just comes to you type shit.
That's what we got, man. I really appreciate you, bro. This is really a reminder that, like, bro, we all have a gift. Like, we all have a thing that God gave everybody. Mine might be videos, yours might be communication, his might be sales, his might be culinary. Don't matter, everybody has a gift. Our job is to discover that gift. Just find out, right? I just talked to my sister yesterday. I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to, like, when it's all said and done, and I go to heaven, and God asked me, did you do what you were supposed to do? I'm trying to be like, yes. And here's the proof. This is how many people I touch. So you can exercise my gift. This is like, I follow you.
And people gonna feel it too. People gonna feel it, you gonna remember it too.
All right.
I'm just humble with that. I'm receiving my gift. That has helped me be a better creative, be a better business person, right? Because now I'm able to help everybody, or I'm able to serve more people. From it. That's the goal, man. Like, the goal is just more impact. How can we impact more people?
Nah, real rap, yo. Everything I said there was like super from the heart. I was able to touch him and then he touched me in return, like for real. You spend so much time wondering, should I post this? Does anyone actually care? Should I upload this? And then someone comes along, someone you've never met before, and he shows up for you. And he tells you that his life has changed after coming in contact with you, after coming across from you. He hasn't even met you, but his life, his perspective, the way he does things changed because he interacted with you, because he watched you. And little old me thought I was just posting videos. Little did I know I was mentoring someone before I even met them. Don't underestimate the impact you can make online. Because if there's one person that felt like this, there's a million other people waiting to find you. Like, if that doesn't fire you up, like, that's crazy. I'm not saying to use the internet as a vain place, somewhere to show off or to chase attention. Because if you do that, you will get disappointed. But if you use the internet as a way to document your life, to show what you're already doing, to share your perspective, it can really change lives. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna keep posting. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.